Let's do a quick poll. You get sick. You go to a doctor. Which do you prefer? Option A, doctor examines you, identifies a pathogen, prescribes a targeted treatment. Or option B, doctor looks at you carefully, declares your humors are imbalanced, and recommends bloodletting. If you picked A, congratulations, you were the beneficiary of an idea that is less than 200 years old. For most of human history, nobody knew what caused disease. Not laziness, not lack of caring. They genuinely had no framework for invisible organisms. The concept of a living thing too small to see causing illness in a large visible body, that requires a mental leap that took millennia to make. So they went with what made intuitive sense. Bad air, miasma, was the leading theory for most of recorded history. Swamps smell bad, swampy areas have disease, therefore smell causes disease. Logical. Wrong. The smell is a coincidence. The mosquitoes in the swamp are the actual problem. But nobody knew mosquitoes carried malaria. They just knew bad smell, bad outcome. So cities were designed around smell management, not infection management, which is why medieval hospitals, where sick people were packed together, killed roughly as many people as they saved. The breakthrough came in an unlikely place. A Hungarian doctor named Ignaz Semmelweis noticed in 1847 that women giving birth in the maternity ward staffed by medical students had dramatically higher death rates than the ward staffed by midwives. The difference? Medical students came directly from performing autopsies. Midwives did not. Semmelweis concluded that doctors were carrying something. He called it cadaverous particles on their hands from dead bodies to living patients. He made them wash their hands with chlorinated lime solution. Death rates dropped from 18% to 2%. He had discovered hand hygiene without knowing what germs were. The medical establishment's response? They mocked him, rejected his findings, had him committed to an asylum where he died of, you genuinely cannot make this up, a septic infection, possibly caused by the very pathogens he had spent his career warning about. History sometimes has a sense of dramatic irony. Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch confirmed germ theory in the 1850s to 1880s. Bacteria are real. They cause specific diseases. Killing them cures the diseases. The world's response was initially mixed. Many doctors refused to believe it, which is incredible because germ theory is now so fundamental that it's hard to imagine not believing it. But that's the thing about paradigm shifts. The old worldview doesn't just quietly retire. It fights, it mocks, it institutionally resists until its last defenders die. Germ theory eventually won. Vaccines followed, antibiotics followed, sanitation systems followed. The average human lifespan in 1800, around 30 to 35 years. The average human lifespan today, over 70. Most of that difference is germ theory. Hand washing, sewage systems, vaccines, antibiotics. All of it started with one ignored Hungarian doctor staring at a death rate and wondering, why is this ward worse than that one? The most important question in science is almost always, why is this different from that?